right, we're going to do a visual condition report. So we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find, and really just assessing the overall condition of the vehicle. So you do have some custom ADV1 wheels. I do see some chips here, little touch-up spots. Got a chip there. Got some chips there, and it looks like it's all been touched up. You're gonna see them just kind of peppered every once in a while, and then you're gonna see it's chipping inside this little trim. Got the yellow brakes. Got your carbon ceramics. You can see the depth of that paint looks amazing. Beautiful sparkle here. You have some rock chips, and then some of these have been touched up, if you can see that. Got a couple touch-up spots there. A few little surface scratches from everyday washing. We do have a gash right there. A couple little surface scuffs. And this car used to have a wrap on it before we had it, but you can tell because there's a few little red vinyl spots in here that did not get fully removed. That looks good. There is some scratches here. They've been touched up. Lower section looks good. A-pillar looks nice. Trying to scan the roof here. I don't see any dents or any scratches that stand out. That looks good. Got the window tint. Overall nice and clean. Making our way down the door. Couple touch-up spots. You have some of these little surface scuffs. Couple more right there. This lower section, you're going to see rock impacts on that wider part of the vehicle, mainly from about right here down. A couple of them actually impacted, and you can see the chips. Looking at this wheel, do have some imperfections on the paint on the wheel itself. A couple chips. Looks like it was touched up, might have had rash at some point. Little surface scuffs. And then looking at that pillar, overall nice and clean. All right, we'll scan the hood here. I do see little rock chips peppered throughout. You're going to see those every once in a while. Kind of just see them scattered every once in a while. Do see a few scuffs and scratches. And looking at this light, it's a little hazy. Overall, it has some good clarity to it. See some little scratches right there. See those kind of scattered throughout. Little scratches here. Same thing with this headlight, a little hazy. Overall though, the clarity looks good. Got a chip there. Looking here, you're gonna see the rash on that side. Got a little rash here and some scratches. And then you do have some rash down there. Now keep in mind, we are inches away on this. Trying to find any imperfections we can. Looking at that fender, a couple little rock chips. You do have some stains in the paint. You can see some of those hard water lines right there, kind of stained into it. Gash there, a couple small chips. Looking at this wheel, a few chips here and there, a couple touch-up spots. Looks like it probably had some rash and it was fixed and then kind of repainted. Side mirror looks good, a couple chips there. You can see some texture in the paint here. Looks like it's underneath. Trying to get that right angle there. Looks like that's the only spot. The rest of that looks good. Here on this wheel, a couple chips, a few touch-up spots. You have some chips here, a little scratch, chip right there. And then you're gonna see the edge here is gonna have the chips. Then you have a little scuff there, a couple small scratches, all very subtle. And actually right here, I see a couple more of those little spots under the paint, if you can see that. Tail lights look good. Got the black emblem there. And then looking right here, you're gonna see some bug splatter. So it looks like this vehicle was shipped and the back was facing the front, probably on the top side, and it got impacted by bugs. So you're gonna see those kind of peppered throughout the back, and it etched into the clear. A little bit here and there. You're gonna see it, you get it at that right angle. Looks like most of them are in this area. Other than that, it looks really good. And then looking at the trunk here, you do have some flaws right here with 2 holes. It looks like it was repaired. That section looks good. A couple stains here and there, a few markings. But overall looks great. Got the Alcantara all here. And then of course it is power. All right, we'll scan through the engine bay here. All right, checking out the interior. It is a non-smoker. Now when we look at the color here, it has discolored a little bit from that panel. Looks a little more orange. And then I do see some stains in it right there. Couple markings here and there. That looks good. Overall, that lower section looks nice. Here on the trim, a couple little scuffs here and there. All of that looks good. Same here. There is some discoloration on that section and a little bit there, and it might not show up in video. You do have wear right here. Upper section looks good. Here on the steering wheel, a couple minor scuffs, but overall in great condition. Don't feel any sticky buttons really there. This looks like it is sticky. Overall, that leather's nice. Here on the buttons, you can see some of that is flaking off. Here on this panel, a little marking there. Rest of that looks good. Handle's nice and clean. Overall, very, very nice. That trim looks good. You do have a little gash right there. That bolster is nice. Small little marking here. Very little wear on that edge, with just a couple markings every once in a while. You have these little indentions here. A little speck there. A couple markings there. That looks good. Very light separation on that leather when you press on it. Upper section looks nice. All right, looking here in the back. Couple markings. That looks good. A little mark there. Couple flaws here and there, but overall looks really good. Now here on the floor mat, the plastic trim piece did break off. That snaps into there. Looking at that seat back, looks really good.